Angel Papi Wade, please, my boyfriend wants to break up with me. He does not believe me. I told him what you said. He does not believe me.
And this one, they whine me, they call I go this person.
What is this? What is this?
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome. Yes guys, welcome back. It's your girl Ifunanya Arinze and you guys are watching the Ifunanya effect. If you haven't yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Make sure you click that subscribe button, and with no further ado, let's get into this video. Today is another episode of I Got a Job. What? And today's topic is going to be the dreamer versus the working class woman. Today, I'm going to be sharing my story time of when I met Alvin Abayomi. If you guys have watched my December vlog, I'll keep the link here for you guys to see in case you have not seen it. I met with Alvin Abayomi and actually featured in his skits, and also the same as Oluwa Dollars. I met both of them and I featured in their skits. So yeah, if that's something you want to do, if that's something you want to see, I'll keep the link for you guys in the description box for you guys to see. And with no further ado, let's get into this video. So you guys, if I look down on my phone, it's because of like I put down some notes that I want to remember so I don't skip anything for you guys. Okay. So basically the dreamer, we're starting with the dreamer. We may not really talk about the working class woman because I think we've already spoken about the working class woman. You guys know that I'm working, I'm doing my NYSC and all. So we're going to talk about the dreamer. The dreamer is the part of me that wants to become an actress, and basically the hustle so far to becoming an actress. So basically, yeah, I finished school I think in July, at the end of July, and I came back home in August. That's first week of August. So you're done with school. Like every other normal human being will be excited, but I wasn't excited because I just felt like this is just the beginning of the torture. To me, I just felt like this is just the beginning of torture. Like this is the beginning of the hustle. This is the beginning of too much responsibility. Like I'm not like I just knew that okay, this was the beginning. And I feel like that was the wrong mindset. That was the wrong mindset to have started, this phase of my life with. But that's just actually the truth. Like adulthood that's the beginning. That was what was going through my head. So, I was at home, like I told you guys in my previous video, I was at home for 4 months doing nothing straight. And if I had known, I would have actually gotten something to do. But to me, I was like, I need the rest. Almost school has been a torture. And, I regret it, but I don't regret it because it actually helped me have a strong mental strength. Yeah. So I'm actually glad that I was at home for that 4 months. I came back from school. I was doing my usual, just looking around the gram, trying to get gigs. I was sending emails to different production houses, constantly disturbing people, trying to get gigs, just pushing and pushing and pushing. And mind you, like one of my brother's friends, we went to the same primary school, yeah, and he was a friend of my brother. He wasn't more of my friend, he was more of a friend of my brother's than my friend. So I like saw him on IG and I was noticed that he was into influencing. I was like, yeah. So like I introduced him again to my brother, like, do you remember this your friend and all? And they started talking. And basically, because of like they are more friends, I told my brother, like, can you help me tell him like if he can like help me out and just show me around this influencing world. Basically, like introduce me to his influencer friends and also show me like how like things the right things to post. Just basically like understudy him, yeah. So I begged my brother to speak to him for me, and my brother actually did. And I also spoke to him. I was like, sure, no problem. Yeah. Okay, Oga, help me. He's still like, basically, he was just taking me around. Like, he was less like, I would text him, call him. Sometimes he would pick, most times he won't pick. I'll send him text, sometimes he will respond. Basically, it was just like posting me and taking me around. And I kind of like got the hint that nigga does not want to help. And I was just like, well, it's fine, you know. But in my head, I just felt like, oh my God, this guy has literally ruined my life. Like, literally, my life is over because he was basically my main plan. Like, because in my head, what I was thinking was like, okay, when I finish school, I'll start trying to grow my social media platforms, my Instagram, my YouTube, and everything. So in my head, I was like, yeah, he'll help me, he'll assist me, he'll show me the ways around it. So I was just like, you know, this I'm fucked basically, like I'm messed, like this is a mess. Like I felt useless. I felt like, oh my God, this is the end of my life. Like I'm going to be a clerk at 50. I'm going to be poor for the rest of my life. Like it's only a matter of time before my parents cut me off. Like they're already giving me signs and all. So I was just like, this is just like, I just felt so useless. I basically called one of my friends and I was like crying to him and telling him that I feel so stupid, that my dreams are shattered and all. I was being a drama queen. But yeah, the thing about me is basically like, even when people disappoint me, I never expect anything from anyone. Basically, like when people disappoint me, it doesn't shut me down. I can lament about it for like maybe a day or so, but I'll move on with my life. Yeah. So like, okay, whatever. Like, okay, it's fine. I don't want to say F him. F him. Moving on. And I kept on, sending messages to different production houses, just basically disturbing everybody that I could. So one special day, and mind you, I already knew of Alvin Abayomi, I already knew of Oluwa Dollars here. Um, Oluwa Dollars was a very far reach. Like I didn't even bother heading there because like there's no way you are going to get to work with someone that has 3 point something million and is verified. So I just think that was like a really far reach. But I knew Alvin from more of his movies from MTV Sugar, Moms at Wars, and all. But I was also following his skits on Instagram. So when I was just watching his skits randomly, and I was like, it just popped in my you could actually start from skit acting. Like you could do skit like what you need, like you're trying to grow your platform and you need exposure and everything. Mind you, I put this thought in my head that you need a following for you to enter into the acting industry. That's a lie. a, a big production house, if they see you and they like you and you audition for them and they want you, whether you have zero followers or not, they really don't care because they have the platform to market you and also market their movie. And basically, they care more of quality than quantity. Basically, if you understand what I'm trying to say. I watched because I was doing my research and everything and on the industry, and I watched one live with a famous producer in this industry, and he basically said that he won't work with anyone that doesn't have numbers on social media because it's a two-way street. Like the way he's marketing and you're also marketing his film. But that's a lie. If Sony Pictures wants to work with you, whether you have zero following or not, it doesn't matter. It depends on talent and whether you can produce the character that they want. If Netflix want to work with you, the same scenario. So yeah, I put that thought in my head and I should not have put that because I really didn't need to start wasting my time. Yeah, you need to grow your following just for more opportunities, yeah, and just to be versatile. But it's not the main thing. The main thing is basically building your skill. Yeah. So, like I said, back to Alvin. So yeah, I knew that Oluwa Dollars was like a far reach. Alvin was more hopeful. Like it's more of like, okay, maybe. So while I was just looking through, I noticed that two of my friends were following him and he was following them back. So I was like, oh, okay. So one was a guy, the other was a girl. Yeah. So I was like, maybe he has a crush on this guy. I mean, she's a pretty girl and she's like, she cute. And I was like, okay, let me text this my friend. So I text her and I was like, do you know this guy? She was like, yeah. She was like, do you guys know each other very well? She was like, oh no. She just follows him and she knows of his movies and all. I was like, he's following you back. And she was like, yeah, but she doesn't know why. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so I now text the guy, and the guy was like, yeah, he knows him, they've worked together because that guy is actually into acting too and all. So he was like, yeah, he knows Alvin, he has worked with him before, but yeah, I was like, okay, yes, please, can you? I want you to help me tell your nigga that I don't mind acting for his skit. because like I don't even care. He doesn't need to pay me. This is just for the experience and for the exposure. And mind you, like I've been praying to God, like God, just give me 1 gig, 1 gig, because like in my head, yeah, I felt that, like that's why I said what you put in your mind, oh God, it matters. In my head, yeah, I felt like I'm a loser. Like I'm just a joke. People are laughing at me. Like people like, oh, she thinks she's a celebrity because she does YouTube, like YouTube that nobody even watches. Like this one is just a joke. That was basically what was running in my head. You guys, like that time I was so depressed, and oh, when the devil always come. Like most of the time, I'm not always in my feelings. Yeah, I'm not always in my feelings, but when I get to my feelings is between this time when I'm on my period, or usually when I'm ovulating. My period, not so much. I'm just irritated. Yeah, so everything pisses me off at that point. But of when I'm ovulating, literally anything can make me cry. Like I'm literally in my feelings, and that was the devil knew that was the right time to make me his bitch. He'll be like, "You ready to be my bitch, girl? Because I'm about to make you my bitch." Like I will start thinking crazy things. I start thinking crazy things, and guess what? Your girl is lonely and horny as shit. I'm going to be thinking the craziest of things. So, and I was just like, oh my God, like, what is all this? Like, I was on the verge of getting into serious depression because I just felt like nothing is working out. Like, nothing, why is life so hard? Why is everything that's good in this life? Why do you have to fight so much to get some? I was like, I'm running out of time. I literally don't have time. I don't know why I was sometimes, let me not lie to you guys, I still be thinking like that, but it's fine. God got me. So I was like, basically like, okay, I don't like, I was just praying to God that let me just get 1 gig, just 1 gig, one acting gig that makes sense. Like even if it's, I didn't even care at this point, I didn't even care if it was the role of an extra. If it's just 1 gig, I just wanted one. And I was just like, at this point I was entering depression because everybody I was messaging, nobody was answering me back. The ones that would answer me would say, well, I will get back to you and all. It was just like it was frustrating. And mind you, my YouTube numbers were not doing the same way it was before, when I was like a very, very active, because I was in school, so I wasn't posting. So we're coming back, I had to like start sending links out to people. Oh, please watch my YouTube channel. So I was like really at the verge of getting depressed. But your girl, God's got your girl. So yeah, I went and I messaged the guy, and he was like, oh, that he knows him, they work together, but he cannot like talk to him for me because they are not close. They're just like colleagues, period. So I was like, okay, it's fine. Give me his number. He said he basically he can only give me his number and I can talk to him myself. And I was like, okay, you know what, it's fine, give me his number. Yeah, I'll talk to him myself. Let me tell you, even at this point now that I am in, at that point too, even if you told me today Elon Musk or Netflix, Sony Pictures, anybody wants me to pitch to them why they think I should act for them, I was ready. Like I was ready. I was not afraid. I was not afraid, but I wanted to trade lightly because I have a little confession. I have been blocked by a few celebrities, not several, a few celebrities in the industry because I was disturbing them. I was like, check out my monologue, check out my monologue, check out my monologue. And some of them were like, you are wasting my time. Like you're literally a pain in the ass, and they will be pest and they will block me. So with this one, I wanted to trade lightly because at this end of the day, like this is my life. This is my life. This is not a joke. At the end of the day, this may look like a joke and we're all laughing and all, but this is literally my life. This is the only thing I have to fall back on. At the end of the day, I'm not book smart. And in this country, if you're not book smart, you ain't shit. Let's just be honest. This is not the US. In Nigeria here, Africa here, if you don't know shit in your books, if you're not intelligent in book wise, academic wise, you are literally nothing unless you have the money to come with it. And I ain't got the money to come with it, and I ain't book smart. So basically, this is all that I have. Like this is my life. So at this point, I was like, this is not like this. I needed to trade lightly talking to him, even though I was like, yeah, I want this. I need this 1 gig. I need to get this gig. So I text him that evening. I collected him. Immediately he gave me the number. I text him, and I was in my head. Yeah, I was still in back of my head. This is all just a hypothetical. 99.9%. This nigga is not going to reply. This will just be another go like failed attempts and all. So I text him that evening, and he replied, and I was like, maybe it's like machine reply. Like the oh my god, I'm stupid. Yeah. But in my head, I just felt like, okay, this is too good to be true. And when he replied, he was kind of giving like vague answers. Like he was like, because this, mind you, when I sent him it, I went straight to the point. I didn't beat around, but I went straight to the point. But I still like tried to farm him, and I'm actually a fan. Yeah, I'm not even lying. I'm actually a fan of his work. And I was like, yeah, I'm a fan. He was like, oh, that's good to know. Thank you. And I basically went straight to the point. I want to act for your skits and all. He was like, okay, that's cool. Where do you stay? I told him where I stayed. He asked me where what's my Instagram handle. I gave him my Instagram handle basically, and he checked. He was like, okay, he'll get back to me, and that was all. And I was like, okay. I told my friend that was comforting me when that guy basically flopped on me. And he was like, don't worry, something will basically come out of it. Just calm down. Also look at other places, find something you could do. I applied to this place, Ebony Life Film School, and basically got rejected. Yeah. Basically, yeah, few days passed, like days passed, because I told you guys I've been blocked by a few celebrities in the industry before. I wasn't trying to get a repeat of that, yeah. So I didn't want to be a pest. So I gave him like days. So one day, basically, me, my brother, and his friend were having a conversation. And I was just like telling them my whole Kenya, or my brother was just like encouraging me, telling me I should keep doing my YouTube. Eventually, it will blow up. But the thing he didn't get is that I'm not trying to like, oh, I want to start working the Met Gala carpet, or I want to go to the Oscars, or I want to win an AMVC award now. I just want one gig to put on my CV when I'm like spreading myself to cast directors. One gig, like, oh, what have you done? I've done this. Did you get that? Was a pretty just so when he was like, I should calm down, I was like, I can't calm down, bruh. I like there is no experience on my CV, and I needed like just one. So yeah, and basically we're just talking that evening, and I don't know what is just something just told me message him again, and I was just like, and I messaged him again, and he replied. And this time, guess what he said? He was like, yeah, I checked out your Instagram and you are actually a really good actress. I was like, someone in the industry thinks I'm good. I was having like a Meryl Streep moment. I was like he's the Meryl Streep, I'm the underdog. I was just like, someone thinks like this nigga thinks I'm a good actress. What? Anyways, yeah. I was just like really happy, and he was like, "Yeah, they're basically like trying to draft a role that they want to do this Christmas period, and he will let me know." Basically, he also told me I should text him again on Tuesday because so I can remind him. I texted him on Tuesday. He did not reply. I was like, of course, it's too good to be true. But you see, that thing that just wanted that, like the thing about me is that when I want something, yeah, I go relentlessly after it. I wanted just one. I basically text him again, even the next, I think a few days after that Tuesday, like maybe 2 days after, and I was like, yo, and everything. He was like, he replied, he was like, oh yeah, sorry, he was busy and all, and that he would, don't worry, he's going to let me know. It's fine. Yeah, he's going to let me know. At the back of my mind, I still felt this is too good to be true. This is too good to be true. So days passed. A day after Christmas, I think that on the 26th, yeah, I got a message from him. And I was like, what? He said, how are you doing? I think Merry Christmas. And then basically, I think he called me. I think he called me after, but I left my phone upstairs. So I knew that we spoke in the evening. It was in the evening we had the conversation about basically everything. He called me and he told me, yeah, so would you be able to come down to shoot tomorrow, and we are doing this so, and I was like, listen, even if I had like a huge even if I had an interview, I would not go. I would go for the shoots. Like it didn't matter what I was doing. I was going to. I was like, of course, yes. Yes, I'm free. I'm very free. I'm very free, my love. So I was like, yeah, of course. So I was really excited and all. But then, like I said, that part of my head kept telling me, baby girl, it is too good to be true. It is too good to be true. And mind you, I didn't want to like go back to like, because now this is a part of me that now like had hope. I didn't want to go back to that part of me that was, you guys, I was having insomnia because I was thinking about my whole life. Like I was thinking about my whole life, like how I was going to be a useless burden upon my parents. Like basically every night, the devil will be like, "Are you ready to be my bitch tonight?" Ha! So like I was literally getting into the stage of depression, basically like no cap. But I kept fighting. I was like, you cannot let it. You can't. I just had to find a way to keep coming back, coming back. So yeah, he told me that, and like I told you, that part of me that kept saying it's still good to be true. It's still the devil part. He said his location, and I was like, bruh, what you? So I was like, it's fine. I was like, it's fine. The excitement did not even allow me to really process where his location was. So after I caught the call, and I really thought, damn. So excited me. I went to go and tell my mom. No, first of all, I called my friend and I told my mom, my friend. He was really excited for me, but I now told him the location, and he was like, "Damn, girl." He was like, you know what? If it's too inconveniencing, babes, just it's better not to go. But at the back of my mind, I was like, I've come I've gone too far to come this close and not get this. Like I have to get this. Like literally, I have nothing to lose if I like at this point. Normally on a normal day, Uber will be out of the question. But I was already considering Uber. So like I already made up my mind. Like I didn't care. Like even if I spend my whole money on Uber, is worth it just getting this one gig. And I went and told my mom, like, basically, oh, mommy, I have a shoot that I'm going for tomorrow. She's like, oh, that's cool. Oh, where is it? I said, oh, it's in this place. She's like, oh, where in that place? And I told her this place. She was like, hell nah. She said, this location is this location, this location is this location. You are not going, it's too far. I started begging her, like, mommy, please. She was okay. Who is the person hosting? Like, what is the company hosting this shoot and all? And I showed her his picture. I was like, oh, she's like, oh, I know this actor. She's like, oh, wow, that's good. Those things are like, okay. Now, I'll say this. Shut. I give it, I don't want to speak grammar that I cannot pronounce well. I give it up to every parent. Like, shout out to every parent that doesn't really understand what their child is doing or what their child wants to do, basically, but still shows like genuine on like support and just love. Because oh my god, if not for her, I don't know what I would have done. Basically, she was like, you know what, F the Uber you want to enter, F the public transport. I'm going to get you a driver that is going to take you there, wait for you. When you are done, you guys start coming back. Like, she didn't even waste time. And she got me a driver, and I was like, I couldn't be more thankful. Like, oh my God, I was just like, mommy, I love you. Like, I love you so much. The things she does without even like, I don't even tell her some things, and she just does it. Like, I love you. I can't say anything, but I love you. I'm going to get emotional, but it's fine. So the next day, basically, thank God there was not even too much hold up. It was very fast. Went to the location, and you guys, guess what? When we reached there, we knocked on the door, and guess what we heard? A dog. I was like, nah, nigga, these people keep playing with me. Like, you guys keep playing with me, playing dangerous games, bruh. Like, what? is a dog doing in your house? This is not US. Like, what? So I was just like, I'm really afraid of dogs. And I was just like, what? What? It's not like I'm afraid of them. I just don't really like being around it because you never know. Like, you never know. I'm just like, I have anxiety, period. So they're like, no, the dog is not going to bite you. Just come in. They took the dog upstairs. He came down again. And the dog basically came and started sniffing my leg, yeah? And in my head, dogs can read energy. They can read your energy. You guys, this week keep going back. Dogs can read your energy, and if you have bad energy towards them, they could bite you. So in my head, I was like, oh, what if the dog read my energy, and maybe I have bad energy, and I don't know I have bad energy, and the dog bites me. I was just like, okay, you guys, please, like, no joke, can you just take the dog away? Like, I'm trying to calm down, like, please, I'm trying to be professional because I don't want them to think I'm difficult to work with here. So I'm like, okay, come in. Finally take the dog away again, and the dog got upset. And we start, Alvin comes in, we start practicing, rehearsing the script. Mind you, he was very nice, so professional. Oluwadolas was upset, he was sleeping, and Alvin was we're rehearsing the script. He was so professional, he was so nice. Basically, he ran me through everything. He was also very patient. Like, he was honestly, I give him 10/10. He was like he just kept on telling me, listen, don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. It's fine. Listen, calm down. It's fine. It's fine. Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. Calm down. Because I kept on making mistake. Like, I kept on, he was like, calm down. Don't be nervous. Like, kept telling me, I want to see that girl in your monologue. And the monologue he meant, I'm going to put a picture there for you, or a short clip for you there. It's one of my very, very old monologues, basically. And I was like, it's fine. I was like, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, I'm going to bring her. I'm bringing her. And man, must I say, skits acting is completely different from normal acting. Yeah, it's just very different. Like, everything in skit acting is more exaggerated, more dramatic, and everything. Yeah. So, and also, they are cutting and taking. So, like, it's just, and Alvin wanted his own to be like one take, and it was just impossible. You're not working with Rita Dominic, honey. You're working with Ifunanya Arinze. First gig, yeah, kinda. So but he was very patient. I have to give it to him. He was really, really patient. He was like, "Don't worry, this isn't actual Nollywood. This is just our skits. Nobody is going to beat you. Take your time, say your lines." And mind you, guys, I kept cutting into his lines. Like, I kept cutting into. He would be like, "So don't, just calm down. Stop cutting into the lines and let me finish my line, and you say your lines." And I'm like, okay. Yeah, but I was so nervous because this is my first time doing something like this. It was just very nerve wracking. But I hope that I put the nail, like, this girl is a nervous wreck. We're not using this girl again. This girl is like, girl, after today, don't show your face here again. Don't text me, don't call me. Nah, don't show your face here again. That was going through my mind. That guy, I've ruined this opportunity. This is never going to happen again. So yeah, but we were able to finish it. And when we were done shooting, Oluwada was like, yeah, I want to use her for my own skit. I don't mind using her for my own skit. And that was how I was also in Oluwadola's skits. Yeah, guys, that was basically it. It was a nice experience. Oh my god. Alvin, he gave me so much, like, so many advice. He had told me basically how the industry works, things I should do, things I should work on, and all. It was honestly a very wonderful experience. And guess what, guys? They paid me. Oh, shmoney! Imagine doing what you love and getting paid. Period. Like, I've made money before from working, yeah, but nothing felt so good. Getting paid for what you have passion for. I was like, is this how Rita Dominic with? I didn't care how much. I didn't care how much. And mind you, the amount was not bad. And I was just like, I didn't care. But I was like, is this how Rita Dominic feels when she gets her paycheck? I just felt like it felt good. Just doing what you love and getting paid for it. Like, honestly, I was happy. I was grateful. And it was just like a huge, it was one of the best experiences I've had so far. So yeah, it was amazing. And then I think the next day or 2 days later, he didn't even tell me that, oh, like, okay, this one will be dropping it so you can look out. I just 2 days later I go check his page, or I think he put on his status or something, and I saw it and I was like, I was I've never I watch myself on YouTube, yeah, and sometimes I'll be like cringe, but in my life I've never felt so cringe about myself. I was like, I don't want to watch this. I was so shy. I think I only watched that video twice. And oh my god, I just till today I can't bring myself to watch it because I just feel like, oh my god, I feel so shy looking at myself. What? Because I mean, like, I'm such a huge critic of myself. Like, I'm like, girl, you shouldn't have done your face like this. You should have done your face like this. Like, so I was just so shy and overwhelmed to watch it. But honestly, I was like, it felt good. Like, what? I think when I saw it, immediately I saw it, one of my friends texted me and was like, girl, what are you doing in Abayomi's? Like, what? Girl, what have you been up to? And I was like, I mean, up to something. Like, whatever. But honestly, you guys, it was amazing. It was amazing. Yeah, guys. So yeah, that was basically it. I learned a lot. Honestly, it's like it was. Oh my god, I have no words to describe that 4 months period of my life. Like, it was a constant battle to stay afloat. It was a constant battle to keep producing content on YouTube and not getting like even numbers. Because in my head, I just kept on feeling like, yo, people are legit just laughing at me and being like, this one is just a joke. This is just a joke. Like, she's out here, but like, do you think she's ever going to be a celebrity? Bitch, you better go get a job in the bank. Like, that was what was, and I feel like I should not have had that. I should have tried to keep a positive thought. But we're learning every day. What is wrong with my vocabulary today? I was trying to keep a positive thought, and we're learning every day. Yeah. So yeah, it was a good experience. It was an amazing experience, and it also made me mentally strong. Like, I'm stronger now. Not anything fucks with me. Like, just messes with my head, basically. Like, and oh my god, you guys, I'm not a perfect Christian. I'm a sinner. But you guys, prayer is very important. Like, you don't need to start kabashing and be like, no, you don't have to do that. Just say a short word of prayer like, God, I need you right now. Like, I don't got shit. Like, I just need you. I need you right now. I just need you to make a way from me. I need you to open. I know I'm not perfect. I know I'm messed up. I just need this. I need you. He will come. I'm telling you guys, he will come. He hears your prayers. Don't listen to those people that will be like, if you're not a like fervent Christian, God's not going to answer. That's a lie. As long as God sees everybody's hearts. He sees everybody's heart. So he knows when you actually want to serve him, but the arm of flesh is just too much for you. And the day he wants to capture you, he's going to capture you. I'm telling you. But you just have to keep having that reverence and fear of God, and just constantly keep making that effort to be a better Christian. That's all that God cares about. There's nothing you want to give God that's ever going to be enough to, will I say, favor God or something. Like, there's nothing you can't even favor him. So it's just that effort to want to love him that he cares about. Yeah, that's what I've learned so far in my spiritual journey. And he came for me. Like, he came, and he just showed me that this is actually what I'm meant to do, because I kept telling him, like, just order my steps, Lord. And he showed me this was a sign that, girl, this is what you're meant to do, and you need to keep fighting for it. and that's what I'm going to keep doing. Okay guys, that is basically it. I hope you enjoyed this story time and I hope you learned something from it. Oh my god guys, like I said, it was a anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like, share, do whatever you want. I love you, Alvin. I love you, Olua Dollars. And yeah, with no further ado, thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.